Isak or Newcastle? Whose side are you on? Is there a side to be on? Can you see both sides of the argument? Obviously, usually I'm here doing videos about Man United because that's what I'm really passionate about. But listen, I'm here. It's David Speaks Football, and any subject that comes up that I want to speak about, I will speak about. And I think, listen, things have happened before in the transfer market. Players have decided to throw their toys out of the pram, but I think this probably in modern times is probably the worst one, and it may be a sign of where things are going when a player is not happy at a club anymore, which is crazy, right? We're in different times. Social media is a massive thing, and yeah, it looks like players will go to social media now and fight their cause and push through a transfer. Gone are the days where you had to go pick up the back of the News of the World or the Sun or whatever paper you used to read as a kid, and you would read about a player maybe not being happy, maybe a transfer is going to happen. Players can take this into their own hands now. That could be good, that could be bad. You know, there's two sides to it. But let's go through what Isak posted last night on his Instagram story. I'll pop it up here on the screen. You guys can read this. I don't need to read the whole thing out for you. But the main thing I want to read is this bottom bit, right? The reality is that promises were made, and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship cannot continue or can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interests of everyone, not just myself. So, I mean, when I read into that, I think to myself that when he says promises were made and discussions were made, I reckon what's happened is him and the club have had a conversation, and he said, look, if someone comes in the summer with a decent offer and it's someone I want to go to, please let me go. And I think they've said, yeah, look, listen, if it's a good offer, if it's within a certain price range, we'll be fine to let you go. I think what's happened is Newcastle have not been able to get a striker. Newcastle have tried to sign a whole bunch of people. They've made some decent signings as it is, but they've tried to sign a whole bunch of people. They haven't been able to get a striker, and it's as simple as that. They're not going to let Isak go until they get a replacement striker, right? Since then, Liverpool have posted up a response. I'll pop this up on the screen as well. Liverpool, Jesus. Newcastle have popped up a response. I'll post this up on the screen as well, which is crazy. You know, like you go to Newcastle's Instagram and they have to make a statement on Instagram. That's where we're at. Social media is massive. It's a big deal. And I get it. I'm doing it now. I'm doing a YouTube video. So like, just, I guess I have to adjust to the fact that times are massively changed, you know. I'm sure this has gone on their website, but back in the day, you'd have to go on the website to see an official statement, or it's released officially on the news. And now, yeah, just go to Newcastle's Instagram. That's where you find it. They're saying they're disappointed. They've been alerted to it. He remains under contract, and no commitment has ever been made by the club official that Alex can leave Newcastle this summer. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their own wishes, and we listen to their views. It's a tough one for Newcastle, right? We'll move on. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains part of that family, and will be welcomed back when he is ready to rejoin his teammates. So very tough stance from Newcastle, basically saying, listen, mate, you'll be welcomed back when you're ready to get back to training. You ain't being sold. Look, where I'm at with this is, I think if Newcastle got Sesko, they'd be accepting an offer from Liverpool, and this saga would not have got to this level. But unfortunately, United stepped in, got Sesko ahead of, well, not unfortunately for United, I'm very happy about it, but they got Sesko ahead of Newcastle. Newcastle, another option they could not get. But had they got that option, this saga would have been done. But something I want to throw out there for Newcastle fans, right? I know it's going to sound terrible, but I don't know who you think you are. Honestly, I know you've won a trophy last year, and you are a big club. You're not a small club, but you're not in the top 6 clubs in the league, the traditional top 6. You're not one of those. You're trying to push to break into that. I totally understand that, but you're not there. A lot of you thought you'd get Sesko ahead of United just because United finished 15th and we're not in the Champions League. Get real. You're never going to get a player ahead of United. And you thinking you can hang on to a player when the current Premier League champions, who have just signed Wirtz, Ekitike, etc., have Mo Salah over there, are in for him. That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's ridiculous that you fans and you as a club think that you can hold someone hostage like this, whether they're right or wrong, when the calibre of club like a Liverpool or a Man United are going in for a player. You're going to lose both times. You just have to accept it. It's the way of the world. You're doing the same thing now to Brentford with Wissa. So I get Newcastle's stance. I get Newcastle wanting a certain amount of money. I think it's something like 150 million. He ain't worth that. He ain't worth that. In my opinion, he's 100 million, 90 million tops. And I don't think Liverpool need him. It'd be great if they get him, but I don't think they need him. Ekitike's flipping hit the ground running. And I'd argue signing Isak might squash his development. I think let the geezer run with it. He looks fantastic. He looks hungry. He looks athletic. He looks strong. His touch, his link-up play. Signing Isak may stunt that. I just don't think for 150 million. No way I wouldn't pay it. No way I would pay that. 100 million tops. So I don't see where this goes from here, you know. Isak's a fantastic player. I'll pop some of his numbers here on the screen for the last 3 seasons? Let's have a look at this. Hold on, bear with me. 2022-2023 season, he scored 10 goals in 22 matches. The season after, it was 21 goals in 30 matches. The season after that, which was season just gone, 23 goals. So, listen, it's heading in the right direction, isn't it? You know. But he's had some injuries. In 2022-2023, he missed 18 matches. 2023-2024, 12 matches. Last season, 9 matches. And it seems to be a reoccurring groin injury, toe injury in there, etc. There's a little thing here. Eddie Howe emphasised that he's not injury prone. And despite it being groin issues that seem to keep coming up. I'm just throwing all of that out there because 150 million is a hell of a lot of money. And I know the transfer market continues to grow and these things continue to get broken, these records, but he's not 150 million. Best case scenario to end this is Newcastle need to get a striker in, a decent striker in, and they need to accept an offer from Liverpool from 90 to 100 million, something like that. I don't know what Liverpool are offering. I think they're offering 120, which is more than enough money for Isak. More than enough money. Newcastle need to hurry up and accept that. Use that money quickly to sign someone else, Wissa or whoever else, and let this saga end. I'm a United fan, right? And back to the point of Newcastle need to accept where they are in the food chain. This is how I'm going to end this video. When Real Madrid came in for Cristiano Ronaldo, we knew. It was time. He played one more season for us. There was obviously a gentleman's handshake in the background. Fergie had a word, and off we went. Best of luck. We understood it. When Van Nistelrooy went to Real Madrid, we understood it. The big fish has come knocking. We are a massive club, but a bigger fish is in the pond, and he's come knocking. Happened with Van Nistelrooy. Happened with Beckham. Happened with Cristiano Ronaldo. It happens. That's why when Liverpool fans were going doolally about Trent wanting to go to Real Madrid. Real Madrid's the biggest fish in the world, mate. When they come knocking, you have to accept your place in the food chain. Stop not accepting your place in the food chain. How can me as a Man United fan, us as Man United fans, accept that when Real Madrid comes knocking, we got to answer the door? Newcastle, you're only Newcastle. Accept it. Liverpool's come knocking. Isak is answering. You have to answer the call too. Hurry up and do your business. Get a decent striker. Take the money in. Stop asking for 150 million. It's well over the top. And free Isak. I don't think it's 100% right going on social media and doing all of this, but like I said, you've got to move with the times. But I'm on Isak's side here, to be honest. He don't want to play for Newcastle anymore. He wants to continue. You know, he could get a massive injury next year and the opportunity for playing for a club like Liverpool or winning a Premier League is gone. You have to look at your own interests here. At the end of the day, players, they're just numbers. As soon as they stop performing, as soon as they get a big injury, they're done. They're on the shelf. They're gone. They're sold. So you do have to look after yourself as well as a player, you know. And when opportunities come, you've got to take them. So to summarise this video, Newcastle, get your business done. Go get a striker. Accept a decent offer from Liverpool. And let's move on from this saga. Catch you on the next video, guys.